We have a personal finance episode for you today. Hi, this is Shoptalk. I'm Raquel Rodriguez. Money, we sure want a lot of that. But whether you have more than enough cash or you are down to your last few bills until the next payday, the amount may not be too important compared to your perception of money. And here to talk to us about money mindset is wealth coach CHINKEE. CHINKEE will also be talking about that topic in a wealth summit happening on Saturday, January 29th at the Megatrade Hall of SM Mega Mall. Hi, CHINKEE. Thanks for coming to the show today.
Hi, Raquel.
Now, you've been a wealth coach for over 3 years.
Yes.
You're a well-known speaker
Yes.
on diverse topics, including financial management,
Yes.
and now the author of 3 books.
Yes.
Tell us how you came to do all of this.
Well, it started really with a need before when I was young, because I was not really making that much money, and when I go to school I have no money, lunch money. So it has been my passion really to make money. So at a young age I was already selling toilet paper. From toilet paper I sold pants, shoes and shirt. So when I made so much money at a very young age, I know the diligence, the discipline, and how to handle the money, and then how to grow the money.
Right.
So it has been my lifelong passion right now to teach other people on how they can also become successful in their own right.
Now, when it comes to teaching people about how to be successful in their own right, what are some of the philosophies that you carry over that you, in turn,
No, with regards to money, when we talk about money, my philosophy is, it's not how much money you make that's more important, it's how much money you save.
Right.
Even though you make 100,000 pesos, but if your lifestyle is 120,000, you still be in debt, you have no savings. Even though you're making only 15,000 to 20,000 a month, but if you live below that, you have savings, at the same time you are not in debt.
Right.
But tendency of people, they do not look at the savings part, but they look at the outside, the car that you drive, where you live, and everything. So there's the pitfall of most people, and that's the reason why I always tell people, Raquel, the best thing in life is do not ever compare yourself with other people. There are 2 negative things that will happen. It's either you become proud because you're ahead of other people, or you become frustrated because other people are way ahead of you.
Now, one of your financial principles is the power mindset.
Yeah.
And more so importantly, the money mindset. Tell us a little bit more about what money mindset is and what are the main components.
Yeah. When you talk about money mindset, whether you like it or not, the way you and I handle our finance, spend our money today, view our money today, is only a reflection on how we were raised when we were young.
Now, can you give us some examples of?
Yes. Example, when you're raised in an environment that when you ask for money, your parents always tells you, we're poor, we don't have excess, we don't have money, does money grow on trees? You're so, you always spend money, you don't know how to save. So the child has been programmed that money is what? It's so hard to earn, compared to a family that was exposed that they earn millions. At the same time, when they talk about business, they talk about how to franchise their business, expand their business. Money is so easy to come by. So for them to make money, it's so easy because that's their money mindset.
Right. Now, talking about money mindset and how we're brought up can affect the way we look at money. What are some of the common perceptions Filipinos have about money?
Well, unfortunately, because of the poverty here in the Philippines, majority of the people are poor. They have already accepted the poverty mindset.
Okay.
That we were born like this, and we're going to live like this, and we're going to die like this. In Tagalog, ganito kami nabuhay, ganito rin kami mamamatay. So it's really unfortunate. I will always tell people, it doesn't really matter what your background may be, because I've seen people who were poor before but right now became successful.
Exactly.
People like Manny Pacquiao, in Peña, Florida, they're very already comfortable in their lifestyle. Because I believe being born poor is not a sin, but dying poor and do nothing is. But because, again, the culture, you have to understand the culture of the Filipinos. We've been colonized by the Spaniards for over 300 years. We were invaded by the Japanese.
Right.
We were served the American. So we have what we call as a slave mentality or a victim mindset.
Okay, now talking about poverty mindset, you had mentioned some people look at it as a negative thing, that they're born poor, they will die poor. And there are some that obviously, like Manny Pacquiao, you pointed out, are poor, but then turn that into success. What tips can you give for some of those who have poverty mindsets and would like to get out of it?
Definitely, number one, you have to change the way you think. If you change the way you think, you will change the way you live. I'd like to share to you a simple formula. It's called mindset plus action equivalent to result. When you have a negative mindset, negative action, negative result. Poor mindset, poor action, poor result. Positive mindset, positive action, positive result. Rich mindset, rich action, rich result. I have never seen a person on the street who sells, like for example, cigarette, who wants to be poor. That's the reason why he's fighting, trying to make money. But if you ask that person, how much do you want to make on a monthly basis? And you'll just laugh. They will say, just enough, just to get by, just to eat 3 times a day. That's more than enough. The question is, will that person become rich? Definitely not. Even though their action and the result that they want it to be positive and they want to be rich, but the mindset is so small. They have a small mindset.
So you got to think big to earn big.
Exactly. You have to change the way you think. You have no choice to whose parent you were born to, your environment. But as you grow old, you have choices in life. Choose to become a winner. Don't choose to become a loser.
Now, talking about thinking and thinking big, what are your thoughts about money?
Well, unfortunately, when I was young, I was raised in a very... I'm 100% Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Yes, both of my parents are Chinese. Unfortunately, when I was young, I have not really good memory when it comes to money. They always fight about money. They talk about money, breakfast, lunch, dinner, even bedtime stories. So for me, when they talk about money, I experience stress because I don't want to see my parents arguing about money. Unconsciously, you know what, Raquel, it affected me as a person. When I got married, whenever my wife presents to me some of the expenses, you know, I will tell my wife, Raquel, how much do you need? This is the money. Okay, don't talk to me. You just control it. You spend it. Unconsciously, the reason why I don't want to discuss about money, for me, my money mindset is stress.
Okay. So now, if your money mindset is stress, how important is money mindset's influence on your financial success or failure? Because I mean, I'm going to admit my money mindset is money is a need.
Yes.
It's a necessity rather than a want or desire.
Yes.
How is one's money mindset influential, and how important is that towards their financial success and or failure?
Yeah, there's a quote that says it's life about success. It's 99% inspiration, 1% perspiration. But the question is, what is inspiring you? Is the spirit of fear inspiring you to do things, or is the spirit of faith inspiring you to do things? Like for example, when you spend money, are you afraid that the money that you're going to spend will be the last money that you're going to...
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people think that way.
So you're afraid to be poor, you're afraid that you'll be in lack. So the common trigger is, I want to make money. I want to make more money. Okay, you made more money, but it will not solve your problem. Why? If you made more money, what's your next fear? What if it doesn't come again? What if I lose the money that I made? You're still afraid.
So what's the answer then to getting out of that financial fear?
Number one, you have to understand the problem is not money. The solution is not money. The solution, the problem of your, the root cause of the problem is the word called fear. Fear stands for what? False expectations appearing real.
Okay.
90% of our fear in life will not come into pass. That's number one. The second solution is you must put your fear on something that can really counter it. And personally, I put my fear, how I counter is by faith. I put my faith in the God that I serve. I believe the God that I serve is rich. He will never leave me nor forsake me. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. So when I spend money, I'm not afraid that I will spend my last peso because I know that He will provide all my needs according to His riches.
Now, there are obviously people who are the opposite of those who fear spending money because some do not fear at all and splurge, whether it's credit cards, cash, they splurge.
Yes.
What type of money mindset is that for those who splurge?
Probably when they were young also, they were exposed in a different environment that they see partying, they see when their parents spend money, they're carefree, they don't even care, as if there's no tomorrow, it's one time, big time, millionaire. Unfortunately, if that's your money mindset, if you don't save for your future, chances are if you play now, you will pay later, you will suffer later. So it's very important if you know that is a weakness of yours, and chances are if you keep on spending money, you'll be in debt. You'll be in debt. So if you are in debt, you will have problems. You will live a lifestyle of stress. So I think it's time for you to reverse it. To reverse it, how to reverse it again? You have to change the way you think, change the way your mindset think.
Right.
If you don't change it, you will definitely go on the opposite direction.
Now, talking about the way we think, one of your principles also touches upon how the way we handle our money is a product of habit.
Yes.
Now, before we dive into that, can you tell us what habits are and how they're formed?
Yes. How habits form? It all starts again the way you think. There's a quote that said, if you sow a thought, you reap an act. If you sow an act, it becomes your habit. If you sow a habit, it becomes your character. And when you sow your character, it becomes your destiny. So it's very important for us to understand habits are formed by the way you think. Like, for example, why are you late? Because of traffic. Why don't you have a sale? Because the economy is bad.
Right.
No. Why are you late? Because it's a habit. Why don't you have any performance or sales? Because it's a habit.
Yeah.
Success is a habit. Failure is a habit. If you want to become successful in life, you have to change again your habit. Like saving is a habit. People always complain, I don't make enough money, I cannot save. No. You can save if you choose to save. Like, always remember, in savings, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you save.
Right.
If you don't know how to save when your income is little, let me tell you, once your income grows big, you won't even know how to save.
Wow. Well, we'll definitely get more information and tips from you
Sure.
on how to establish great money mindset after this break. Stay tuned. Shop Talk. We'll be right back.